Hello! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show, where we talk nerd. And tonight, we have no real nerd news to talk about tonight, except for our big reflection on tonight's... Well, technically it was this week's, not tonight's. Oh my god, I'm so confused. I'm all over the place. Anyway, tonight we're going to be covering our thoughts on the recent E3 2021. And... God, I hate when I have to do this all the time. It's like, I keep doing things like this and it's always going crazy. Bam. Okay, thank you. So, we're going to be discussing our thoughts of what was presented to us at E3 2021 this year. And so tonight, get prepared for us to be talking about games, and more games. Lots of games. Games out the butt, games out the head, games that your family plays while you're asleep. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You're going to find out tonight. All that and... well, pretty much that... on tonight's episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show. Stay tuned.
You're watching Another Nerdy Talk Show. Press any button to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's show. I am joined here tonight with Kuma the Sleepy, who's looking horizontal.
Not wearing my normal. Actually, wait, yeah. I don't know why I put it like that.
Dude, I look like I feel like I'm talking to Marilyn Manson without the makeup, man. Come on.
I don't know how I should feel about that.
Have you ever seen what he looks like without the makeup? It's like It's like really creepy.
I remember seeing a meme where it said, like, doesn't Marilyn Manson look like he's Nicolas Cage's emo son?
Kind of does, actually. I had to put that there. All right, breaking out the Dr. Pepper. So, tonight's our big E3 special. We're going to talk about everything that was presented at E3. You like E3. I like E3. Kuma loves E3. And, yeah. Other news this night was just crazy. I mean, the completionist being announced as a cast member for G4, which I cannot believe they went to.
That I thought was actually pretty funny. And cool, too.
Yeah, poor Gerard, man. He's going to be all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Word cannot... He was on Game Grumps one time, and he wants to be one of those guys that's like, dude, I completed some games. Dude, give that guy some credit.
I remember listening to him on... What was it? I listened to him on Do You Know Gaming, on like their videos there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did videos on there. He's also been on... National Dex, I think is their name. They do like a bunch like in-depth Pokemon background kind of stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And he was on there, and I guess someone told him, like, they did a whole skit like, oh yeah, like how each starter Pokemon in the beginning of like the first games, where it's like each one is like the difficulty level you pick. And I think he said his favorite is Bulbasaur. And in the video games, Bulbasaur would be considered easy mode for if you're starting off, because the first two gyms are basically weak to grass types
or water, but you know. Oh yeah, that's right. No, that's right. That's a good point. That's a good point there. I mean, like, you look at the stuff there. I always thought Bulbasaur was the hard one because nobody liked. No, why did nobody like Bulbasaur? I mean, I have a plushie. I have a plushie of him somewhere.
I went more with Squirtle back then.
Yeah, I was a Squirtle dude. Like, everybody chose Charizard, but I took I think Jaywitz had this had a similar situation where he hatched a plan where he chose Blastoise and he creamed everybody for choosing Charizard, and to this day I'm still a water Pokemon trainer. Yep. Let's just face it, every water Pokemon that comes out every year, every game is just too adorable.
Yeah, last one we had was a crying frog.
Don't you dare mock the crying. Don't you dare mock the fucking crying frog, man. Come on.
I did not mock it. I was saying, like, we had a frog that evolves into a full lizard or chameleon kind of thing.
He's a secret agent.
Yeah, secret agent.
That's what he is. If you look at his Pokedex entry, it's Inteleon on the secret agent Pokemon. And when he goes into like friggin' Gigamax, he's like, "Yeah, my finger's a fucking sniper rifle. What are you gonna do about it?"
So, so if you think about that in the whole aspects of Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon know what spies are.
Yeah, well then again, it makes sense in that thing. I mean, like you got James Bond in the British and in like UK.
No, no, I don't mean no, I don't mean that. I mean Pokemon. Pokemon themselves, the actual Pokemon, they know what spies are.
Yeah.
They up in like the Pokemon themselves were watching TV and they were just like, is that a spy or what is that? Like that's what I mean. Like how do they know that's what he is? Like do other people regard him as the spy Pokemon kind of? That's what I mean. It's basically like
Oh
the whole thing of
god.
like where I wonder, do other animals what other animals are called?
Oh god, the implications.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, it's funny because like but yeah, we got a lot to talk about E3 from Square Enix porting Final Fantasy to friggin' Xbox and their Halo game, all the way to Nintendo surprising everybody twice and releasing trailers for something we want badly. Oh my,
I am happy for Nintendo.
oh my god, I can't.
Well, everyone's always happy for Nintendo, but this one I'm just going. All right, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
So Cruiser's gonna come on there and talk more about Resident Evil as well as stuff with Scott Cawthon being retired. It's gonna get a little bit more into that, but let's
Oh yeah, I saw
move on
that.
to everything going on here. The first one that came out was Capcom. Um, honestly, from what I've heard, there really wasn't a lot of stuff Capcom this year. Like nothing worth thing.
And
But we're just gonna go over it
it was
first.
them. I think it was them and Square Enix that didn't really do much.
Oh, Square Enix. I watched Pro Jared's reflection video on the Square Enix panel, and he gave it. He was not. He was brutal on it, dude. Okay, so here's what's going on here. There's additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. Um, let me see here. I have to. I didn't really write a lot of notes on Capcom, so I'm on checking out what Screen Rant said. Um, it just says more info later. Resident Evil Reverse release date for the Resident Evil series 25th anniversary. It was announced that will be released on July 21st. I don't even remember this game.
Which one was it called?
Resident Evil Reverse.
Oh no! That was the thing that wait, were you, Cruiser showed that before.
I don't know.
It
Like
was like it was that little pamphlet thing that showed us, or the little like that said Resident Evil like reverse on it. The like whole thing we were making a joke about it, saying like is it supposed to be some sort of like VR kind of thing?
I don't know. I haven't played most of the Resident Evil games.
When he gets up here, I'll talk about it.
Exactly. And next up, let's talk. I hope you get your hunt on because we got a lot of Monster Hunter coming out here. Dear God, I have not played Monster Hunter. I heard the game's good, but I haven't played it. And I even heard the movie was okay, but I don't know.
I haven't played much of the first one. I have it, but haven't fully got much into it. I've only played like Monster Hunter, the one for the new one, which
Yeah.
is the one that was, but or
Mon-
Monster Hunter World, I think.
Let's go on this one here. Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Desire released a new trailer here. It's basically going to be the new Hunter title. The time around the story begins with the mass disappearance of Rathalos around the world. However, when a Rathalos breaks out of one of its last known Rathalos eggs, it's said to bring ruin to the whole world in time and must be stopped. There was also a free demo that was released of it. Yep. What else we?
Keep going. I'm still here.
Oh, great.
I'm on video.
Okay, cool. I don't know if I can be thing until you got back, but you know.
Don't worry, just sing. You're all by yourself.
I know. I took the screen. Well, your audio's cutting in and out, so
Okay then. Well, coming right.
take your time. Take your time.
No, it's just going to this was it. Yeah.
There we go. He's
All
back.
right.
Okay, cool. So we also got okay, Monster Hunter Wings of Redemption's free demo came out here. Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Desire free updates. So yeah, one of the most notable additions will be the inclusion of Monster Hunter's Rise Palamute, a wolf-like companion that can participate in coordinated attacks alongside the player. It will be added on July 15th. New content roadmap for Monster Hunter Rise. Oh my god. They didn't ignore. They gave me something else beside that one. As part of its 3.1 update on June 24th, Monster Hunter Rise will receive new content complete with novel event quests and rewards such as Play Possum emote. Finally, here's something different. A new Ace Attorney game's coming out here. Called the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles new trailer. Now I haven't played a lot of these, but I have seen gameplay, so I get it. And like I didn't get a chance to play Phoenix Wright. I really wish I did. This is coming out for the mainstream consoles right now. They unveiled the new trailer, showcasing the schemes of what's his name here, Renosuke Naruhodo and his partner Herlock Sholmes. And yeah, all right, I guess these are new things. I like the kind of steampunk-esque feel it has to this. But they also got another one here, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Dance of Deduction. And they got the Chronicles Simulation Examination. So more content's coming out for this Ace Attorney thing here. And lastly, the Capcom Pro Tour returns for 2021. It's hosted by they actually got this event hosted by some of their champions, Vicious and Rob TV. They were talking about the new coming tour. There will be 32 events in the Capcom Pro Tour coming up in 2021, which represents a return to the normal after the COVID situation. Oh my god. I have got to stop talking about Capcom. I'm so sorry. This was just like I was watching Pro Jared cover Nintendo's thing, and he just said, yeah, there was really nothing good for Capcom.
No, yeah, it was Capcom and Square Enix. I kept so many things of this, like the tuxedo mask meme, where he goes like, and where it's the whole thing of just like, and that is help, and this is what you get for helping, or that has been my help, and it's the whole thing like, you do anything, goodbye.
Okay, so
that kind of thing.
For Square Enix, oh my god, they released a lot of things here, mainly some more things coming out here, but this one, from what I heard, was the worst one. This one was the worst one from what I've heard, namely because it didn't really show too much. But I want to bring out something that's been covered in almost every single one of the press conferences here, and that was this Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Looking at the thing, the designs of each character looks good. I mean, Drax and Gamora look amazing.
Oh yeah, I do. Who was it? It says over here. Eidos or Edios? I don't know. Edios Montreal is what it says. So yeah, kudos to them. Like no lie, I really love the character design. Like unique and style for each one.
Yeah, I like the only thing I don't really like is the design of Peter. I don't like Peter Quill's design.
I'm slightly okay with that, just because like not really a whole like, oh, it should remain this look of whatever the character. Yeah. I am just really looking at this, wondering like the whole choose your own thing for like.
Yeah, the whole choose your own fate kind of deal.
Yeah, that's what's catching my eye, because it's vaguely reminiscent of the Telltale games. You ever
I didn't play a lot of Telltale games actually, but I like the branching. Yeah, I do like branching paths.
No, yeah, I'm a full fan of RPGs and MMOs. So like anything that has any kind of like RPG elements, it's really really nice to just see how it works, and the company take on it as well too.
Well, the game right now, I can't tell whether this is an RPG or not, but like I'm guessing it's a third-person shooter.
No, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. No, it's a single-person adventure and yeah, it's mostly the person and with a strong narrative. It's
Like, I'm gonna show you right now what Star Lord looks like. I'm actually seeing this off of Kotaku. I couldn't get a good picture of him, so
no,
I
yeah.
apologize. I'm just
I'm
gonna show.
looking off.
I'm gonna show this to the.
Game radar.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm just gonna show this to viewers. Hold on. Star Lord looks freaking ridiculous. Hold on.
Yeah, I will say, like for his style, like his hairliner, they gave him more of a like
He looks like
rough beard.
he looks like a blonde in sync character. Look at this guy. Like look at this. Look at this guy. Who is this guy? You are not Peter Quill. You, my friend, are not Peter Quill. You are not Paul Rudd. Or, I mean, not Paul Rudd, friggin'
Where'd you
who the fuck played Star Lord? I cannot believe I forgot about that.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. You are not Chris Pratt. I do kind of like the design there. It's just the look. I think it's just the face. That's all. I like it.
Yeah, okay. See it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I was literally watching the video of this, and it was just the whole thing of going like, okay.
Oh my god!
Wow.
If you remove his beard, he looks like Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris as Star Lord. That is a movie I want to see made. James Gunn, get that casting director in here.
I could see the charismatic way of working that too.
The guy played Count Olaf. You can make him a Guardian of the Galaxy with friggin' Adam. So yeah, I wanted to bring that up because this game has actually been is being shown in most of the other consoles, which is really interesting. So yeah, the other thing that's really cool is that we also got some more Avengers content coming in. I don't know. Did you play the Avengers game?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was okay with it. There's like, I mean, it really is just repetitive because it's really just kind of like the same thing over and over that you do. You just do it with different characters and different things that do or whatever. Because like, it's cool to like upgrade whatever hero you play as and give them all the cool stuff and shit like that.
Yeah, wasn't there like an issue with that? Like you can't upgrade your team. It's like your characters only or something like that.
No, because you're only playing one character, and all the other characters are just like your sidekicks for that duration. They don't level up themselves. Which, yeah, that's just stupid.
Yeah. Black Panther is the new character they're bringing in, by the way, and he looks amazing.
War for Wakanda.
War for Wakanda expansion. He looks great. He looks great. I love this design.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who want to see this, this is what he looks like. He looks amazing. Like, I like the spikes going down his helmet. That's really cool.
Yeah, showing King T'Challa.
Yeah, man, Wakanda forever.
And the look of the game for Wakanda forever. But yeah, no lie. Actually, back up the whole Marvel game. There was a you got it. It wasn't PlayStation. You get Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man one. Did that ever happen?
What are you talking about? Like he's in the PlayStation. He's only in the PlayStation one.
Oh, he's only a PlayStation character?
Yeah, like that was the whole thing. Like
I thought it was
if you bought the game only for PlayStation, you will have Spider-Man when they bring him in.
Nice. But yeah,
I mean, I find that stupid but understandable.
Yeah, the expansion is going to be free. But we still don't know when it's coming. I want you to remember that phrase. We more detail. The phrase is more details soon. Excuse me. Next up, we got the trailer for Babylon's Fall.
Didn't really look at that one.
Babylon's Fall. Oh my god. This was just a trailer. According to Kotaku, they said this was just a trailer that just proves that it hasn't forgotten about it. But it's going to be coming out on the PS4 and Steam and PS5, but there's still no word on a release date. But some of the things that were it's basically going to be a hack and slash. Um, and I don't really know what to. Sorry, I'm looking at the trailers as well. But I don't really know what to give of it, honestly. Like,
Me personally, I never really played it, so I don't know that much on it.
I don't know if it. I don't know. I think this is going to be like the next Cyberpunk. I don't know how long it's been hyped though. So, yeah. There's been little info prior to E3 other than it being an action RPG. So, yeah. I mean the but it looks cool. Maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. I didn't really follow a lot of Square Enix honestly. But this one,
Yeah. So,
a lot of people liked but still don't know what's going on is the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster series. Okay. So get this. Final Fantasy
isn't it like
what?
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, it was that's the first soldier thing, or
What?
wait, wait, Final Fantasy, the first soldier, or your reincarnation?
I'm talking about the Pixel remasters. Final Fantasy
Oh, I
1
didn't see that.
Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to be re-released in on Steam and mobile with a as well as it excuse me. The from what I've heard, it's going to be remastered, it's going to be redone, it's going to be good. But there's no info beyond anything released yet, or even what kind of remaster it's going to be. So yeah, like it's coming to mobile, and it's going to be remastered. That's all we know. And this was the one. Like I said, I was watching Pro Jared's coverage of this, but it didn't. The thing of it was is that like he was this was just it didn't show anything. All it does is just show this footage from the games and everything there. It's not really giving us any real like info or anything like that. It's just showing that Final Fantasy is coming.
The mobile game?
Yeah, it's gonna be they're remastering Final Fantasies 1 through 6 for mobile.
I'm looking at another one that's the Final Fantasy VII, the first soldier thing.
I think you might be looking at something I have not gotten to yet.
No, yeah, I'm confused on Final Fantasy because the only thing I'm looking at online right now is just that's the only thing pulling it up about Final Fantasy.
Well, I'm looking at the stuff here.
That
Oh yeah,
that's why I was confused.
there was one I missed. There was one I missed here. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
Yeah, that's another one. No, but the other one I'm telling you is Final Fantasy VII First Soldier.
Let me see here. If I haven't gotten to it, man, I haven't gotten to it. I'm looking at Kotaku's. Yeah, I'm not seeing.
That's why I was just like,
Are you sure this is from E3 2021? I don't remember anybody really talking about this.
yeah, because I'm looking up E3 stuff like right now, like
Okay.
on Game Radar.
Well, what do you have to say about this one then?
For this one, it's basically the same thing. Final Fantasy VII, First Soldier, a tiny showing during E3's for the Square Enix presentation. If unfamiliar, the overall concept of the game is set years given Final Fantasy VII.
Dude, you're kind of your audio's cutting in and out.
Oh, it's a spin-off from it takes place 30 years before Final Fantasy VII.
No, of course. I mean,
in
like,
which Shinra hosts the soldier tryouts, that whole thing.
no, really.
Yeah, and yeah, down here it says, simply put, you battle it to the death using swords, guns, magic, summons, and more to emerge victorious in the first battle royale game.
Oh, goody. Because we don't have enough of those yet.
It says right here it'll be launching later this year on mobile devices, but fortunately you missed the first beta period.
Damn it.
I know.
Other than that, we also got Life is Strange, with True Colors and the Remaster Collection are coming out. The this was actually also announced for Nintendo, I believe. With Life is Strange, I didn't really get into the series, honestly. I don't really know too much about it.
I've watched people play it, and multiple stories that people go into this. It's like very. I don't want to say it's like very drama, but it's just very kind of like builds up tension of like things that happen.
Well, like,
In most games, like a character has like weird powers or something like that. Like that's what it is.
yeah, I heard about that. One of the girls has the power of empathy, I believe, according to this. Like a, oh my god. It says here on Kotaku, the game will focus on a girl named Alex Chen who has the power of empathy, like a superpower, not just going around saying I'm an empath.
Yeah, she has the ability to read the emotions of others, sensing their fear, sadness, anger, or joy, using them to shape her conversations.
That's interesting. It's like socializing the game. What is it like? Is it like a drama type game? There's like no like real battle or anything like.
In a sense, yeah, there's like no real like actual like battle like scenes or anything like that. It's a whole like it's like it's another like pick your own adventure kind of thing.
Okay,
'Cause,
so it's kind of like a heavy
like
rain in a way.
yeah, pretty much like each consequence has like its own subtle reaction and consequence of like
Yeah.
later to come from it.
I honestly got to play some more.
Because in I think it's Life is Strange Before the Storm. I think the girl in there, she has like the ability to alter time or rewind time.
Oh, kind of like a braid kind of situation.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, like the thing was yeah, the True Colors is excuse me. True Colors was announced alongside the remastered collection which is coming out. And it's coming out on September 30th. So, let's move on to the next thing here. Legend of Mana Remastered is coming in June. For its 30th anniversary, they're going to be releasing this PS1 oddity. And it's coming to PS4, Steam, Nintendo Switch on June 24th. That's it. The only thing that they showed here was just a 2-minute and 20-second opening cinematic to the game. And it looks good. I like the animation to it. It's really pretty. It's really flowing. Got that anime kind of feel. But there isn't really much anything in terms of gameplay or anything like that. It's not that I'm seeing of. Like Legends of Mana, I've heard a lot of good things about. Like we were talking going back to Gerard. It says he said it's like one of his favorite games of all time.
Mm.
So
I'll have played it for Legend of Mana.
I know it's like I said, I'm not really much of an RPG guy, but I've heard good stuff about it, honestly. And the remaster looks really good. It looks really pretty. I like the trailer, really do. Okay, what else is coming out here? Oh my god, more Final Fantasy. We got more Final Fantasy news here with
There's a Nier reincarnation.
Well, I was gonna get to that next, but
Oh no.
yeah, the only thing well, what I'm looking at here is basically, let me just make it quick here. War of Visions and Final Fantasy collaboration is coming this month. It's mobile games War of Vision, Final Fantasy Brave, whatever, and Final Fantasy will hold a nearly month-long collaboration from June 6th through July 13th. I don't know what's going on here, but there is a trailer. There is a trailer where they were talking about it, and oh my god, just some game footage, just some of the 3D characters casting spells, doing the usual stuff here. Some of the gameplay and everything there. You know how Square Enix goes. It shows the character, and then there's that little box over there that's just showing gameplay and everything while the character's like slowly floating this way. Because that's what they do. Do you ever notice that with RPGs? Whenever they show something here, they show like they introduce a character, and all they do is just have like a 3D like invisible background of the character like floating this way. And it just shows there's like a screen here, and it just shows the gameplay of everything that person can do. It's like weird.
Oh yeah, in some games, yeah.
It's really interesting with that stuff. You see that a lot in their RPGs. It's like crazy. So yeah, near or near, I don't know, but another RPG. Oh my god, near reincarnation. Um, Once again, it showed footage. It just doesn't show anything. Well, it does show some stuff, but like most of the footage here is just a girl running around these empty like landscapes.
Yeah, it kind of says that will be people who play the any of the near games and all like that. Apparently, this is just going to be a like an exploration kind of game, I guess, on for mobile devices, and I guess you can fight things later on.
I guess so. I mean, like,
In the small description I read, it said like it was saying like yeah, be able to visit. Uh, you'll be able to visit and reread or read some of the sad and beautiful tale of the of near or the near world, whatever.
um, and lastly, we got a Hitman game coming out. Hitman Sniper: The Shadows, advertised here as a violent phone game. So Hitman 3, it's been a while since the mainline game came out, but the first mobile Hitman game, Hitman Sniper: The Shadows, which will be out later this year, was debuted at E3. Um, the trailer alluded to series protagonist Agent 47 and his events of Hitman 3's ending. That's it. That's all Square Enix announced.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't really bring up anything. If like ask on if you go to the website, there's like nothing much on there. Hold on, I'm looking up game info. Let's see about the game. Agent 47 whereabouts are unknown. A new threat to global stability has emerged. This criminal network is responsible for a series of violence attacks and crimes around the world.
What's up, Cruiser?
Diana Burnwood activities inactive 426, aka the Shadows. Okay, a team of highly skilled assassins. It is now up to Suji, Kaya, Kozak, and Knight. Oh, and Stone. Okay, Soji, Kaya, Kozak, Knight, and Stone.
Hold the phone,
To
Kuma.
eliminate.
Hold the phone, Kuma. Cruiser's turned into his cat.
No. Hey, metal.
God, there's a bug in my room that's bugging the shit out of me.
Yeah, I didn't know where else I could take that joke.
Yeah, so apparently for the Hitman game, we are playing as other Hitman or other Hitman.
It looks like, well, it explains
Yeah.
it. The graphics don't look that appealing. I mean, I know it's a mobile game, but you know.
So what have we
Yeah.
ever talked about?
Well,
As far as
we,
E3 goes?
well,
Most of Square Enix stuff.
we're going through Square Enix's thing there, and the schlock it gave out there with barely any info and just mainly RPGs.
Yeah, so
See games for preseason and
yeah,
not really a fan.
no, like I like the story, but like the games, I'm just going. There's so much that you have to do just to do certain things.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm
But-
with Scott
but
Lawson.
overall,
I am
fun.
not an RPG guy.
yeah, with the exception of Pokemon, but and Kingdom Hearts, but like or any of the Zelda games. I mean, I know the Zelda games are not technically RPGs, but yeah. So yeah,
In the rest of this description, it says you must take down high-level international targets, build your reputation, and evolve your own version of Hitman Sniper. Okay, and you take down highly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Strike, like based on the little gameplay right here that I'm looking, it's just like it's sort of just a ruler like the ones like you can just point, shoot, and click. That's really all it looks like.
what is it, like gyro controls or something?
I guess so. Like, I guess you're just like the like sniper elite games that are just like looking down the barrel of the sniper just to find your target.
Yes, because I look really cool doing this.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
you guys cover Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
the
Nah, that whole thing just made me laugh.
the Guardians of the Galaxy. If I apologize if we repeat some stuff, Cruiser kind of came in late. I'll just tell you one thing. We basically went through Capcom and nothing really interesting happened aside maybe the Resident Evil update, but other than that, nothing really much.
Oh yeah,
Well,
hey, Cruiser, show that Resident Evil Reverse thing.
Hey, Psycho.
That you...
yeah, they did touch on that a little bit. To be honest, I'm not much of a multiplayer game guy. However, I would be curious to at least give this a shot. I mean, it did come with my
You still
game.
have that? Yeah, you still have that thing. Show Evan that because I've seen it before. I think, or I don't think he was on.
Was
Yeah, we were having like a whole conversation.
was this the game that was that was Resident Evil's like Left 4 Dead ripoff kind of thing?
Yeah, I think that's what I think that's what we're saying for it.
Oh,
Because yeah, it's like on the paper or like on the thing that he'll bring, it shows them like characters, and then it says like reverse to them. I don't know, like
Blue Psycho Ranger, what's up? I'm talking to the chat there. Blue Psycho Ranger, what's up? Blue Psycho Ranger, what's up? Blue Psycho Ranger, what's up?
I am looking at the characters that you can play in this Hitman Shadows. Stone, special skills, explosive rounds, and his weapon choice is a global precision MCAX. Cool, don't know what that
Hey,
is.
Draken, what's up? We are talking E3, and we're talking about the stuff about the two that didn't, Capcom and Square Enix, aka boring and disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Let's
God.
see, for Knight, her special skills is fan hits. Okay. Her weapon of choice is a Syntac S200 Mediator, which again, these are all snipers, I'm assuming, but I don't know. I know on these that much. We got Cold. His special skill is liquid nitrogen.
Liquid.
Damn.
I didn't even know you could even. I didn't even know liquid nitrogen could be classified as a skill or weapon.
Oh, I would assume healing it probably would be, at least in real world.
On the,
Well,
or if you're or if you're Ben 10. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, look. Yeah, see, this is the thing.
So yeah, this was basically
It seems like to be some sort of like multiplayer game. Like I said, I'll give it a shot, but I don't think I'm going to become a huge player in this.
honestly
As
what
far as
this was the one I was
Go
just
ahead.
I was just telling Kuma this was the game that was kind of like the Resident Evil like Left 4 Dead kind of ripoff thing, wasn't it? Where there's
I
four
don't know, I
survivors.
haven't played that.
Basically, it's basically
Wait,
simple. Four
the
survive.
one that you're thinking. No, the one that I'm thinking of is called Back for Blood, I think.
No, we're getting no. The Resident Evil announced like a thing where you play as four survivors trying to escape Raccoon City.
That game with the third with RE3 remake.
Oh, that's the game. I thought that was a. It was basically Basically, that game was basically Left 4 Dead. It's basically that, and we're gonna be getting to. Oh, don't worry. We'll be talking about Back for Blood because that one made me happy. Anyway,
But as far as the DLC goes, I'll try to keep this short.
No, take your time. Take your time. It was announced at E3, so it's good.
Please make it horror related. Like RE8 started off on such a great note. The horror was great. That scene with the baby was disturbing as hell, and it slowly devolved into action.
Why don't you
And they
take a
said-
closer look?
What?
You don't remember that cartoon I sent you by Max Gilardi
Oh,
with the
that.
Duke? Why don't you take a closer look?
I swear to God, that is gonna end up being my first cause.
What, the Duke?
Yeah, I got the cut.
I'll get you
I need the
yeah.
double chin.
I'll get you a wagon and I'll just tote you around while you're just doing this the entire time.
Again, Village started out so great, then it slow, like right after the second boss was when things really started turning into action. And according to Capcom, they said they got feedback that 7 was too scary for people. Now,
What kind of an excuse is
all
that?
I gotta know is how a percentage was that feedback? Like, how much of the users were it?
It's Resident Evil.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be scary. What the fuck?
Exactly. That was the whole reason why we loved it. And not only that, but it was so gun heavy towards the end that that more of the horror was gone, because part of the whole concept between survival horror is that you don't have enough ammunition to survive. But with this, by the end, you're just rolling in guns and ammo. Although they did make a fun little joke at the whole Chris Redfield punching the boulder thing.
I heard about that, actually, yeah.
At first, I was in defense of it just because, you're in a desperate situation, you'll do anything. But when I saw how big the boulder was, I went, okay, no, I can't defend
it. Like, Cruiser, no, even if you were to defend that, I'm going to go like, no, that is utter bullshit. I'm sorry. No.
When I saw how big the boulder was, I went, okay, yeah, that's too much.
Even before that, the size of the boulder compared to this man, it's rolling towards you. The moment you make contact with it, your hand going down with it and over you. like it's a force that's rolling. Like, that's just not gonna stop.
Dude, I want Chris Redfield to be the next Smash character, and that being his final Smash. Him just just punching a boulder in someone's face.
I want to be the next Indiana Jones.
Make it scary. I'm begging you.
Hell, do you want to know something? Here's, before we move on to the next thing, like, that was the thing about the original Resident Evil, right? I forgot the guy who named it, but here's what happened. The guy said that the guy he worked with, who they recently did work on Goof Troop, I believe, which was a good game from what I've heard. The guy who he was working with was a complete wimp. So his goal was okay, I'm gonna add all the stuff that he's scared of. So there you go. His goal was to terrify the fuck out of his partner, and that's what he did.
Oh, keep going. And not only that, but they didn't mention anything about the RE4 remake.
Cruiser, can I be honest with you on something here? Is there even a point at remaking Resident Evil 4?
Probably not, but if they're going to do it, then say something.
I mean, the game is good. It's still, like, I'm not going to say, if anything, give it an HD remaster again, I guess. How many times has it been HD remastered?
Everything has.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think basically a good chance here will probably be going into Xbox and Bethesda. So I was telling Cruiser earlier, right? When I was watching this conference, I messaged Cruiser saying, "I'm just gonna be honest here, dude. I completely forgot this console existed." No offense to any Xbox owners out there, but the Series X, like, yeah, that's my answer. The Series X, like, that's it.
I was never a Xbox person. And not to mention what my brother was. We had the first one. It was cool, don't get me wrong. Definitely played around with it. He gets the 360 and that notorious Red Ring of Death incident.
Oh my God, they fixed the Red Ring thing.
Like maybe 4 systems.
Honestly, the Red Ring thing was fixed from what I've heard, so whatever.
Yeah, so my brother went through like 4 360s.
Really?
I only went through one when that happened to me. Like I just left it alone for a day and it went back to working.
Yeah, that was me. Like, when the PS2 came out, everybody, you know how in the PS2, like, there was that little light next to the power button? Everybody was freaking out because they went out, and I'm like, just do what I do. Unplug it. And I did, and it still works today. It still works today. But then again, I had the slim model, so, you know. I was pumping gas, and I found this little Elsa figure someone left on the gas tank.
I guess they let it go.
Yeah, they did. So let's talk about some of the
Anyway.
game. Let's talk about what Bethesda and friggin' Microsoft have in mind here. The first thing they got here was a trailer for a game called Starfield, Xbox exclusive, coming out on November 11, 22. Um, I couldn't really make out what this game was about. Like,
Basically, an MMO, like a multiplayer online game. Like that's the whole thing. I think that's what it's supposed to be because it's I think it's supposed to also be an RPG as well.
well, yeah, it looks like an exploration game, kind of like what No Man's Sky is, kind of right now.
Oh yeah. It's
What it's
pretty
supposed
much
to be.
that.
What did you think, Cruiser?
In a sense, yeah. They're just more detailed in this one.
Like, Cruiser, what did you think of Starfield? This trailer.
It looks nice, but like I said, I'm just not some online player guy. Because honestly, every time I try playing with people, it always gets unpleasant. Like I don't want to say toxic or ugly. It just gets unpleasant.
Yeah, they're all 12-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so from what it says here on Games Radar, let's see, where was it?
It does look nice, though. It looks
Okay.
fantastic.
You play as a pilot. You play as a pilot for Constellation, the last organization exploring space, and that's all. That's all that's really nice.
I like what Draken said here in the
And-
chat. Draken said here in the chat, give me gameplay and then we'll talk, Todd. Fuck you.
And let's see if yeah, that's all that is. We know it's an RPG built around the player's choice. That's like it's another choose your own adventure thing, I guess.
Oh, goody.
Spaceships are an obvious thing. Oh, there are mechs.
Ooh, I like mechs.
We'll have giant robots. As for the rest, Bethesda revealed a range of planets, settlements, and outposts.
So it is basically like
With
No
a
Man's
war-
Sky, in a way.
Pretty much, yeah. No Man's Sky with a Bethesda touch.
So in other words, debatable whether it'll work. Who's looking forward to the
And
bugs when it
there are the
releases?
games that-
Who's looking forward to the bugs? Anybody? Anybody?
I'm looking how to exploit them.
Considering
Okay, what's the next?
considering the disaster that Fallout 76 was, and how they did the exact opposite of what No Man's Sky did. Okay, I'm just gonna give a shout out to the internet historian right now. Watch his documentary on Fallout 76, and then watch his documentary on No Man's Sky, and then you'll see what I mean. Oh my God, Cruiser, have you ever played No
Oh,
Man's
no,
Sky?
yeah,
Have I played it? No.
You've heard of it though.
Yes.
You've heard this.
Familiar with the game and the incident that happened.
How basically they you know about the announcement and how it had a rough release and everything, but then they did the one thing that everybody that I keep
Actually,
what
know that they actually did everything and everything that they said they were gonna do.
yeah, but it didn't release. They promised it, but it didn't release. And then the guy said, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stop responding to people, and then we're just gonna work. And they did, and they come back and they make a game that works. And now they've done everything they promised and more. And that heck, and they did it so much that the community got together and put a billboard outside their office that said thank you. That just shows devotion. And then again, here's Bethesda putting out Fallout 76, which they did release another update for during this E3. I just skipped that because I didn't really even give a shit, honestly. When they released Fallout
So what
73,
happened to-
they did the opposite. They made things worse. Why? Why did they do it? Well, I think we all know why. It's summed up in 3 words. It just works.
No,
I don't know what happened to Fallout 1 through 75.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But no, they really did
That-
release
that-
they really did release something coming out from Fallout 76. Do you care? Because I sure as hell don't. But let's just move on to something different here. Stalker 2.
That looked interesting.
Yes, Heart of Chernobyl. The trailer seemed kind of dark there. Like, I like the idea of a Chernobyl-esque themed game.
No, yeah, that's it. That that's the full thing of it. Like that's its whole bread and butter.
Like,
That it's
Why do you want a
Chernobyl
white room?
he's crazy.
because that's the room in it.
He's
Is that
finally
what- that's
he's
what
finally
the room in
snapped.
it?
He's obviously finally snapped.
Are you traveling or something?
No,
He's
I'm
in
over here.
he's in an insane asylum, Cruiser.
It's just a white room. Like
I'm wondering, like, wait, where's the green screen?
How do you know that he doesn't have the green screen now, Cruiser, and that's just what he did?
Because I can see the corner in the wall.
You can still put that
Yeah,
on a green
sure.
screen.
yeah, you can put that on a green screen.
This could be this could be a JPEG and it's just a blown in picture of the corner of a room.
E?
The PS3 baby's hiding behind him. Dude, I wish you had your green screen because then I command you to make that your background, just a close up of the PS3 baby's face. So yeah,
God,
Stalker 2, which is a shooter horror game, coming out in April 28th, 2022. I like the presentation of that trailer, how they're all around the campfire and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you guys have your thoughts on it?
It was pretty nice. Like, dang, I think I could be thinking of a different game, but I think this is supposed to be like from the first game where the character wakes up with amnesia and they have like this tattoo that says Stalker on them, or I could be thinking of a different thing. But yeah, the way that this one kind of looked, I actually did like it. Like you said, the whole opening right there, them sitting at the campfire. Each character, I was really just like, so is this like our group, our crew, like, or are these just people we know, kind of thing? Like, because like I'm also looking at like there was a guy who was wearing a gas mask like throughout the whole thing, so I was just like,
Well, it's Chernobyl. I mean, like,
I know, but no one else is wearing a gas mask at this fire. Like that's all. I'm just going like, I guess there's probably
well, Cruiser,
something around that kills people.
what was your thoughts on this game? What did you think based on what you saw?
Based on just what I saw, it just seemed very creepy, fun, and it's definitely a good setting for it.
Yeah,
We're all
Chernobyl.
familiar with the incident of Chernobyl. Some saw that Netflix series.
Dope.
So
When
Sorry.
when when is Chernobyl supposed to be like clear?
I have no clue. It's actually a good question.
Because like I do remember a documentary saying something. It would be like for over 100 or maybe like 60
Yeah,
years or something.
if I just to end that question there, there's a guy I watched named Biographics who did a 22-minute documentary on Chernobyl. Watch his video; he could probably give you more in depth. But yeah, the Chernobyl setting was great. I like how like the possibilities are endless with that setting.
Yeah,
I mean,
although-
there's the other game that copied that as
Okay,
well too.
do
There's,
Cruisers. Give my Cruisers.
Oh.
no, just out of the games that I saw, or at least that I can remember, because that presentation was over an hour long. Out of the games that I saw, that one I would be the most interested in trying. And that's
Yeah, man. Although
it's because I do like horror, and putting in a video game is rather intriguing.
using the dark is just incredible. Speaking of horror, the next game that was announced, Back for Blood. Jesus Christ, I am happy.
Why is that?
Okay, so you
all right.
thank you, Kuma. So like I said, I know you just said you didn't play Left 4 Dead. Do you get like the whole gameplay structure of it?
Looks like it's some kind of a first-person shooter.
Yes. Basically in Left 4 Dead, you play as a group of 4 survivors. It's like a multiplayer co-op game, and you go through each wave of zombies to get to the end. It's kind of like a step-by-step, phase-by-phase. It's a little repetitive, but it's really fun. It's a good time, especially when it's like online. You have to work with other people, and there's a mode where like you can become like where like you can play as the survivors, and some people can be the monsters and everything. It's really cool, but this was a game, and when Back for Blood came out, I saw this and I'm like, is this like Left 4 Dead 3? Because they did tease it with a leaked trailer like a couple years back. So it's created by Warner Brothers Games and also the creators of Left 4 Dead. It's your basic zombie survival horror game, 4-player co-op. It's basically its successor. And I don't know whether or not it's going to be an exact sequel, but like I like the game, and and it really caught my interest. Like if they expand on that, I might end up getting an Xbox. Maybe not, but because I don't have time to play it. But it's coming out on October 12th.
Yeah, you have to wonder, like, aside from Kuma, does anyone really have time to play video games at this moment?
You?
What makes you think I do?
What game are you playing now?
The re-release of RE 0 and 1. I got it for my birthday.
That's what I thought. Anyway,
yeah, it's something old. It's not something new. That's my point.
Still playing the game though.
Here's something else.
Recently, I worked another 10-hour shift.
Yep. We also got a Pirates of the Caribbean game that was released by Disney and Rare. Interesting team up, honestly.
No. Not if it's not a Pirates of the Caribbean game. It's just an add-on to Sea of Thieves.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an add-on to Sea of Thieves. Like it's like DLC to Sea of Thieves because like.
Oh, I didn't play the game. I apologize. So yeah.
Yeah, because looking at the thing right here, the Jack Sparrow coming to Sea of Thieves, not Pirates of the Caribbean game.
Either way, I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. I mean, besides a pirate adventure game.
It's like an RPG.
Pretty much that's all it is. It's a pirate. No, not an RPG. It's a pirate simulator, basically.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually up to 4 people, but there should be more people allowed onto your day ship because if you have less than 4 people, you have like a smaller ship that you can use to, like, you and your crew going to different islands, like getting supplies. Like, you'll get like little messages that ask like, "Oh, can you go retrieve this from this area, bring it here," and all like that. Like,
basically, it's a giant fetch quest.
More or less, and just fetching and like go clear an island out of whatever. Go like there's gold fetch as well too, or as well too if you run into other players and depending on your ship and the people that you're playing with, you can literally like just steal others' gold or their treasure as well too.
Sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. But still, adding the collaborating with Disney, I actually would not have expected them to do that, honestly. Which is interesting. Whatever. What else do we got here? Let me see. Contraband. The entire mainline Yakuza saga is now going to be available for free. And
I know some people that are going to be happy for that.
Yep,
we didn't talk about Redfall, have we?
About what?
Redfall.
Renfall?
Do you have that on your thing? Redfall.
Redfall. No, I don't have that on there. You can take that one.
Oh, basically, have you played, what was it, the Vampire Masquerade?
I've seen footage of Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay, so this I think falls somewhere within that kind of realm, but also more. It's created by the same people who made Dishonored.
Dishonor. I don't know if I played Dishonor actually. Like I've heard the game, but I don't know if I played it. But
all right, well, anyway, it's a immersive. It's turning immersive gun and power skill set to a vampire shooter. Like it's vampires with guns, and you also got vampire hunters as well too. Like
I love me some vampire hunters.
Yeah, there's like a video that where it's like it showed like 4 survivors, like each with like I guess own little personality or something like that. Like there's one like studying, like he's right there like recording the zombie's body as it's like fried or on fire or something like that. He's literally just going like, now if you look here, you'll notice the cranium has gone a bit lower. Like he's really going into detail as he's recording the body of this vampire.
Yeah.
And yeah, it showcased like later like all the like, I guess it's like maybe the same thing as Back for Blood in a sense, just with
Yeah.
vampires instead of zombies.
Cool.
Vampire zombies,
and just
man.
more high tech. High tech.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, vampires are vampires.
Like one other thing that was released here, Battlefield, which was coming out.
How's it game? Wow.
Battlefield 2047, right? Or 45?
42.
42. Okay. Yeah. Ron Perlman the best. War changes. Like, and here we are in a Battlefield that's 2042.
I honestly don't like the series, honestly.
Yeah, I've never. I think the only game I kind of mostly know a bit about is Battlefield Bad Company, I would say.
What's the game? You have a gun. It's a first-person shooter. You shoot things. That's all you need to. That's why that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't like the PS1 and PS and Xbox library. Like, I'm not gonna say all of them are, but a good majority are like shooter games. And oh my god, you got the Goose Game shirt on. Way to go into theming. Like Battlefield 2042 coming out in October 22nd, 2021. If you're a fan, I understand why it has its fans, but I just don't see how it separates itself from any other shooter.
You noticed that too, huh?
Yeah, like that's the thing I hate about first-person shooter games. Like a lot of them don't really have anything that separates them. I think from what I remember, the Battlefield games has like real bullet physics, like you can only shoot from a distance away or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like I hate to say, you played one first-person shooter, you played them all, because I know they have like their own story, but gameplay-wise, it's essentially the same.
You run, you shoot.
Really, depending on it. Well, yeah, that is the basic premise of everything that involves a gun. Yes, yeah.
It's like when you look at like Call of Duty, and it was like it used to be based on like real war stories, and then now we got like this mishmash of craziness of modern warfare. It's like,
because here's the thing on that. One, that was war stories people be told. That's just cool. We can follow all those. Then it's like, all right, what can we give people that will still keep interested in our games? Oh, modern war. Yeah, you can focus on modern war. Like we've had that. Everybody knows that. We know what was in those wars. We know what to expect. Then you have future wars. We don't know what's gonna happen there. So it's just like here's the thing. We think future will have to kill people. If it has a gun, if it blows up, yeah, we invented it and it'll kill one. Like that's pretty much the whole idea. But still, it's the whole thing of just like here's a gun, there's your enemy.
yeah.
There's several other people around. Fight your way through. That's
Yeah.
it.
Let's just move on to something else here. Here's an interesting game that I liked, namely from its cast. It's a game. It's called 12 Minutes, and
Oh yeah.
it's like a survivor thriller game. It's like it had this over-the-head view of these people at their house, and I think it's like you're supposed to like. How do I describe this?
The games that like it's a game that's getting loose. That's what it's saying.
Yep.
Hence the name.
Those interactive move games.
What?
Oh, you mean like those old cheesy ones, right? Like the ones that you see later on a VCR kind of thing.
No, the one where someone will say something to you, you expect what you're going to say, and it affects the outcome.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Although for this game, the only thing I really want to bring up is the cast they got for it, with Daisy Ridley, James McAvee, and Willem Dafoe being in the game, which I thought was really interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all three of them are playing characters. What else has been going on?
They're interesting to see which characters, because it says right here that the game sees their main character, a man living in a time loop, tries to save his wife as the police break down their door to arrest him
Yeah.
for the murder of his family. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah, because one thing I've been noticing with those interactive movie games is that while it's good writing, the replay value is very shallow on these things.
Yeah, depending. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Because I know, because they did discuss one of the Dark Anthology games at this at E3, and I have one of these things, and it is cool, it is fun, but there's really no point in replaying it.
Yeah, like replay value is a big thing for me, honestly. I mean, look at me. I'm sitting.
Yes. It's, oh,
Like for me, it's just about the replay thing. I mean, like I like games that I could just go back to. I mean, look at me right here. I'm doing this stream while playing Breath of the Wild.
How much that dedicated Evan has to ants.
Hey, I'm focusing on the ants thing too. I mean, I'm looking at the game here with this kind of stuff here, but it didn't really get my attention on much. I mean, according to this, what was this? It ran. I think it.
so like it really depends. It really depends on which game you're gonna go for, because like most games that like again like RPG, they will give you that kind of outlook of just like, oh, you chose to go with the good guys, now you're gonna choose to be bad, or you're choosing to go like either side, and like there's still an outcome of like your choices from either being really good, being really bad, or just like very neutral. So like,
Yeah, but are you really going to replay the whole game, or do you think you're just going to just look up what happens on YouTube?
I've done that for several games.
According to Draken, he basically said you're better off watching someone else play it rather than pick it up and play yourself.
Yeah, that depends on who you are. Yeah, if you want to just watch the trailer play off, if you just want to watch the game play off, there are people who've made like the game movie, whatever. It's just like all the cutscenes. If you want to watch people do the whole gameplay, you could just watch them do their gameplay. I mean, I watch people play the gameplay, but I'll do it with no commentary because I'm just right there going, I'm here just to watch you play the game. I don't care what the fuck you're saying about it.
Yeah.
I'm here to watch the game.
You're my waste of money.
Most games, like I said, is just depending on who you are and what the game is. Like, there's Skyrim. Skyrim had like so many options of what you could do depending on who or what you did.
Yeah.
And back to Fallout, that was basically the whole thing as well too.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, Skyrim's going to be released at least for its 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to bring out this one that also was announced. Psychonauts 2.
Yes. Yes. I love it.
Oh my
I've been
god.
wanting this so much. Swear to God.
It's just one of the very few games that everybody's wanting to. I never got a chance to play Psychonauts, but from what I've seen, it's real good.
It is a drug. It is a drug trip.
It's really crazy. I mean, like
even before I smoked, it was a drug trip.
it looked like a lot of fun. It really did. I mean, the fact that you play as this character played by Billy West, he's a lot of fun. I like the character very much, and I like the mechanic of telekinesis. Was it he has?
Basically, the whole purpose is that these characters all have like psychic abilities in general. So like telekinesis, like a range of kinesis with there's pyrokinesis, telekinesis. I'm only remembering for the first one. There was some other kinesis where it's like, oh, you could look through the mind of someone else, and you could see what they perceive you as, which made me
People have been wanting a sequel for a long time, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah!
Even Draken here is saying in the chat. Finally, after all these years, we're getting the sequel.
Yeah, that will be arriving on August 25th, motherfuckers.
Can't wait, man.
No, seriously, like I first saw this back in
Eternal Darkness.
I don't give a shit on that. But no, it's because when this was announced, oh my god, I really was going like not this E3, but when they announced it like a long time ago that this was gonna be a thing, I immediately just like, what can I freaking pre-order this? Because I want to know more on this. Like when I was little and first played this, I had no idea what the hell was going on until like as I got older, I'm just going, oh, these are all mental issues.
Oh yeah.
No, because the game does throw you characters who have subtle mental health issues or something wrong with them, and they kind of play it off as being like cartoony characters, so it really, like it doesn't register you to as a little kid. And I was just like going, "Oh yeah, this guy's just weird." Okay, then it's like later you feel it's like, "Oh, this guy just went through a very traumatic accident, so he is just frightened." Like there's literally there's a part in the first game you have to help a milkman solve the murder of a milkman.
That's funny.
And like you have to you have to use that ability that I told you where you got to see through someone else's mind.
Oh yeah.
And like you go through this milkman's head to look at like he's looking at one of those like the freaking not paranormal, those freaking walls where the dang, like the freaking damn, I just forgot. Like nutcases who put like pictures and strings attaching to everything. Like he basically has something like that, but like drawings on the walls and like look through his head.
Yeah.
So he's like, milkman's head. I'm just going, oh shit, he lost a friend. This is why this guy's creepy. Oh fuck.
So I guess there was a lot of other stuff announced here, such as like other stuff such as Fallout 76, Who Cares, Elder Scrolls Online, ESO Deadlands updates, Hades, Somerville. But I think we could finish this up here by talking about Halo Infinite. Halo. What can't you say about Halo that hasn't been said before? Revolutionary game,
That's
good
pretty
stuff.
great.
What? You haven't played it?
No, some people have said that. No, some people have said that.
He's got a point.
Well, not really. I mean, like I played a little bit of it for like the original Xbox, but never really went back to it. If anything, the one Xbox game I had the most memory of playing, because it was with my brother, was Gears of War.
Good game. But
That was brother bond moment.
there, as Dragon's playing here, we didn't see much of the campaign from Halo Infinite. Aside some of the trailers of Master Chief like running into another AI or something like that. But
Yeah, pretty much.
that was pretty much it, honestly. I mean, like it's probably gonna be like some of the other stuff with more weapons and everything. But the only thing that got my attention was the game's overview. They released a trailer to it. And from what I'm seeing here, the multiplayer is gonna be free. It's going to be cross online between Xbox and PC, which I like that people are experimenting with. But
well, no. The thing is, like, Xbox and PC have already been a thing. Like,
I know that.
Microsoft.
I know that. I'm just spouting out nonsense. I apologize. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be. It looks really good. But the thing that really got my attention this year was the game's multiplayer. More particularly, how huge that map was.
Oh yeah, that's it says that's gonna be free to play as well too.
Yeah. They did release a trailer, which I'm going to be putting here in the chat room, as well as the game overview trailer. The first free-to-play multiplayer season and story will release on the same day as this holiday. I didn't even know the multiplayer had a story campaign.
That's funny.
Like, keep in mind, my recent ventures into the Halo games was going
Wait, hold on. Are you sure it's multiplayer campaign, not just regular campaign of the game?
Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, yeah, I'm talking about the I wrote it down
Okay.
I wrote it down where it said where I wrote multiplayer season and story will release. I think by story I meant to put down I forgot to separate the two. That's why I put it in my notes here.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that would be a new thing for them to make a multiplayer campaign. That's a thing.
Yeah, the multiplayer season would be.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that for all kinds of games, But
No,
the system.
No. Well, no. What I meant by campaign is like there are games where they do have multiplayers, or they have a multi-campaign, but after you reach a certain level of your player or whatever, you have like a cutscene that will tell you like, things that have happened and things like that. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm.
Oh, I see. But yeah, the multiplayer, like I have my memories of Halo aside playing the original on my old laptop. I never finished Halo 2, but my best memories are going over to my buddy Juan's place and just playing Halo 3 and Halo 4 on his Xbox. Like playing on
So
the
you have the value for it.
kind of like not personal, more like one of those like I guess you could say nostalgic, but like I didn't own it personally. That's kind of like when I put into nostalgic value.
Oh, but it is connected to a very cherished memory.
Yeah.
of yours.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like you could say the same thing with several of the Halo games as well too. Because some people don't want to admit it, but Halo is like you've had way more fun than with your friends than on Call of Duty.
Definitely.
Because like I know people will probably argue now, but I think back then with some of the shit that you couldn't do in some of the games, you had so much fun just because of how stupid what happened in Halo more than ridiculous in Call of Duty. Like you could just be standing on the other side of the map. Someone could just throw a sticky grenade, like a plasma grenade, and it would land on you perfectly
God.
out of nowhere.
Sticky grenades in that game are like the scariest idea I've ever seen in my life, honestly.
Fun fact: when they were making Red versus Blue, there's that scene I think season 1 where someone throws a sticky grenade, it lands on the yellow guy,
Oh yeah.
and they're just standing there talking. Turns out those things ignite pretty fast. They had to have a line of these yellow characters lined up.
No,
to
yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene. He's like, "What is it like a take? Get it off." Fucking
Yeah,
Griff.
I watch a lot of Rooster Teeth. And, oh man, when I got introduced to Red versus Blue,
Yeah,
it was
Red
fun.
versus Blue early years was great.
Mhm.
I mean, they did
I
integrate.
mean,
Part of me is kind of
New ones are
curious
pretty
what they're doing now, but it's like just show me the highlight
They're-
reel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Draken
they're-
just replaced the line. What is it? A spider? Get it off. Fucking Griff.
Yeah.
I like Griff. He said he's orange, but he always
They,
looked yellow. It was weird.
Yeah, they still been keep up
Of
Red
course,
versus Blue.
everyone loves Caboose.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's not in these new seasons, or no, it's not even. It's a whole new cast for the
Well, as Evan said, the early years of Red versus Blue, everybody loved Caboose in that series.
Yeah, I remember when in the early like blurry stuff, you can see like the aiming reticle in like that first shot when it's coming down. It's like so funny. But that was really good. That was early machinima stuff. Okay, so with that out of the way, the multiplayer season and the story is going to be released on this holiday season. So look forward to that. Believe it or not, I did get the chance to meet both Master Chief and Cortana's actor and actress. It's really cool.
Really?
Yeah, Steve Downs. He has a really good voice, man. So let's talk about the final press conference, which was Nintendo, because my God, Nintendo, you sprung a lot of shit at us that we didn't expect. First of all, let's go on.
Go ahead, Evan.
No, go.
Well, just this whole Mario and the Rabbids thing. I never played the first game, but what exactly is it, and is it any good?
We'll get to
It's
that,
just
or we could talk about it now. That's fine.
Well, whatever you have on this.
Yeah, I'm trying to going in order of the games that were revealed.
Oh, I thought that was
This will help
my bad.
This will help if you sent us the list as well too.
Yeah. So sorry about that. I thought I did. I've been all over the place. That's why I had to look up some of the stuff on other websites for Capcom and Square Enix, because like I've been working so hard. I've been working like late shifts. Yeah, apologies. So the first one they got here was Smash, where they announced Chris Redfield as a character. His final Smash being punching a boulder. So you know,
Not bad, man.
Kazuya coming to Smash. I like the idea of, considering that I know Cruiser's not a big fan of the game series because he doesn't really like the gimmick, but you know.
But you know who I'd like to see in Smash?
Yeah.
Segata.
Segata Sanshiro.
Yes. Put him in Smash.
But he's dead. Is he?
The
Yeah,
actor?
Kelly.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
no. Canon the Segata is dead. Like,
Well,
yeah.
it doesn't really matter. This whole thing's like a fiction anyway.
It's hard to say. He was in one game, but what game was he in as the dojo master? Anyway, so Kazuya was confirmed. I like the trailer with him replicating that scene of him of him dumping characters into the volcano. I thought that was so funny. When that happened, my girlfriend, she freaking flipped her shit when she saw him. It was crazy. But so now
I've been loving the meme.
it actually goes full circle. Now we got Street Fighter, Tekken, now Tekken with Streets of Rage, all these infamous fighting games coming together. It's just amazing. That's what I like about Super Smash Bros. It's like a convention. Everybody just comes together and has fun for one time. But yeah, the character looks pretty cool. I like the move set. I like the Final Smash. What did you think of Kazuya in his announcement?
Well, kind of like the same with Cruiser. I'm not like that much of Smash. I mostly just play just to play with my friends and all that. But I didn't get that much in Tekken, but I do know most of the characters, and yeah, I guess I thought like I was really just going like, oh, a human, cool, hey, like
Cruiser
like,
Draken. Sorry, go on.
then,
Drac.
yeah, it's just like it's a new human.
It isn't a Fire Emblem character. That's fine for me. Cruiser Draken basically kind of said no. Segata would basically destroy everyone on the roster, so that wouldn't be fair. So
Oh,
You keep hitting one of my pictures with your tail.
my thing lost.
So yeah, it's coming out. He's coming out later in 2021. He's the second to last DLC character, and yeah, that was real. That was an interesting thing there. We also got Life is Strange, True Colors, which we talked about before. Guardians of the Galaxy, which we talked about before, and Kuma's gone.
Is that Life is Strange thing basically another interactive movie thing?
Kind of. It's like a game where you can like. I don't want to go into it again. It's kind of like that. Kuma, you alright?
Yeah, again, I think it's just Wi-Fi over here that's
Okay.
bugging in.
But here's something interesting here. The 20th anniversary of Super Monkey Ball. They're releasing a game compilation of the original games. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. I have not had a lot of experience with the game. I like the concept though.
Oh, so fun! Like it was really fun. My siblings used to play that, like back on the GameCube all the time.
I used to play in the arcades. That joystick that was the banana, that was kind of funny. But yeah, when I saw this on the Switch, I'm like, I'm sensing gyro controls here.
More or less maybe, but in the original, all you just really did was just push
yeah.
forward, and the monkey just pushes the ball. That was it.
Now, I don't want to be mean.
Maybe for like certain level where you gotta balance it.
Super Monkey Ball actually had their own LCD game
LCD game?
from McDonald's.
How does that even work?
Those little, like the Tiger Electronics games, dude.
Oh yeah, it's like I know what you're talking about. Like I remember that was when they did the Sonic thing, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
them and Billy Hatcher, the Giant Egg, actually had an LCD game as well.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
You and Josh Corcher.
Nah, I think
that was a thing.
Nitro Rad did a review of it. I recommend that one. But that's the thing. That was like one of those times where it was just the one button on there, and you had to like jump once in a while.
I think it had two, but yeah.
I only got the Shadow. I got the Shadow the Hedgehog grinding game where you had to jump and collect rings and avoid an occasional gap, and it was just one button. And the Shadow the Hedgehog on there looked nothing like he did. So yeah, it's coming out October 5th for those who are there. We got another Mario Party game coming out, Mario Party Superstar. I liked this concept.
Go ahead, no, you started it.
Essentially, the game is, for lack of what I'm seeing here, is a remake of the original 3 games. From what I'm seeing, because they have like all these different boards from the other games, some of the older mini games. And that's what it appears to be. Like, I like the original 3 Mario Party games. I played them, like, all the times when I rented them. And, it's good to go back and see there. It's not like what they did with, like, the Top 100, where they just took the mini games out and just saw how that turned out. So,
And not just that either, too. They're gonna be adding online life for this, too.
Yeah.
So, Yeah,
See,
just play with
Mario
all your
Party
friends
is
on Mario
only
Party.
good if you have friends.
Yeah, I can't deny that. Not
Oh,
well.
don't worry, it's strangers too.
Well, actually, no. I take that back.
Literally says it.
Mario Party 4 and 5 actually did have some decent single player campaigns. I thought those were addicting, but you know.
True, they literally put this in here just for you. The title will also feature online play, so you can play with your friends or strangers online.
Yeah.
For the people who don't have friends, I guess
Like us.
that they had to include that.
Yeah. Pre-orders are starting
With
on October 29th, and they have like a sticker system coming on with it. I believe they said.
wow,
What's the sticker system?
I don't remember. It wasn't really too in depthly explained. It was like something of collecting stickers or something like that. I don't remember what that was about.
There's, I I don't know specifically game wise, but I do know like in the Mario game, where were like hidden things that you could find, like it popped up a sticker for that.
Oh yeah. So next up came Metroid Dread.
Dun dun dun. Dun. Our favorite space bounty hunter
Yes.
that also doesn't use a lightsaber.
Oh my god. No, she doesn't use a lightsaber.
Yeah, I said she doesn't. That
Oh yeah.
also doesn't lightsaber.
But like yeah, when I saw this released, you guys know who Arlo is, obviously, right?
But
Yeah. His reaction to the trailer was basically my reaction. Like I was on that chat room, on the Shade Side CEO's chat room, wailing to death about how happy I was that this finally. Jesus Christ, I am so excited. So
Kevin's parents going keep it down
in the middle of the day, but like the thing was, oh my god. Okay, so let's talk about the about this history. Metroid is my favorite series of all time. As you know, you play as a bounty hunter, Samus Aran, and you go through, and it's like a maze type of game. You go and fight stuff, and of course there was the Metroid Prime games, which is a different thing, separate series from the Metroid games. So in the mid 2000s, the Nintendo, I think they bought a copyright for the name Metroid Dread, and when this was leaked, and people were expecting a game by the name of this that came out, um, it was going to be for the DS, and concept art was released. It had Samus in like a more slimmer design in the armor, like kind of like more in a different armor, but it was canceled due to technical limitations. It was on again, off again, on again, off again. In the game Metroid Prime, there's actually a tease for it where you scan an object and it says, and basically it says, updates on Project Red now pending. So they were teasing the thing out of this, and so later it kind of got itself lost through time. And but now when they said Metroid 5 was coming out, and then they throw in Metroid Dread as the name, my god, I felt like my heart stopped. Like, so in this case, what is the game? You're Samus Aran, and it takes place. It's the furthest in the timeline, so it takes place basically after a Metroid Fusion or Metroid 4, which is a Game Boy Advance game. A very scary one, may I add. But like, consider in this game, you're playing as Samus Aran and you're on a planet, and you're being and the thing that really stood out was you're being stalked by this robot, this like freaking Apple product looking robot that's apparently called Emmy. And you can't defeat it. It's basically the nemesis of the game. I think you can't, but it's not really. They did do gameplay, and I think they showed you could destroy it if you get like stronger weapons. But like in the other Metroid games, you're going to start weak with nothing, and this thing's gonna be all over you. So you know. With that being said, the game is basically. When they remade Samus Returns, they are using the same engine, it looks like, but with more capabilities, such as Samus being able to fucking climb up the goddamn walls, which I'm really happy for. Finally, I don't have to rely on that damn spider ball. I really like the spider ball. I don't care what anybody says. And hopefully we're going to get that screw attack in there, because, God, that... You know, no jokes here. The screw attack in Metroid It's basically the most satisfying move in the game.
We found Ben's waifu, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope, the thing with Samus being over sexualized, I don't get it. It's like she's literally.
I wasn't really referring to her sexuality, dude. I'm just saying that you are basically orgasming over this whole thing.
Everybody is. Here's here's how big the Metroid fan base is. When they announced Metroid 4 back in 2018, and then they said they had random technical problems, they made a separate video telling people what was going on because they knew that there was about the fan base for this game. Heck, when they opened up before they revealed the trailer, they basically said, "We know you guys are excited for Metroid Prime 4, and we're still working on it. It's in development, but we got something here to whet your appetite." And boom, they gave us something that wasn't Federation Force. The scars are still there, ladies and gentlemen. We don't like talking about friggin' Federation Force. Anyway, so yeah, I don't want to hark on this, but I'm really excited for this game. And they did put out a steelbook. A steelbook version is coming out. They released it on there. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering that shit. And yes, I wish I could just freak out more. But yeah, if you want to see how I reacted, basically watch Arlo's reaction to the announcement. That was my reaction. Considering
it's like some sort of Detroit soccer game that everyone hated.
Oh yeah, that was Blast Ball. It was like a secondary mode. We don't talk about Federation Force. Although in all out honesty, I heard people saying it was all right, just weird. I'm just wondering whether or not they're going to be... I mean, I'm waiting for Metroid Prime 4. I'm wondering whether or not they're finally going to bring in Samus's brother. So, yeah.
Chase.
No, Samus's brother is, I forgot. Hold on a second. Aaron's brother. Solomon Aaron.
I would have still gone James.
Believe it or not, Samus is actually named after a soccer player.
Yep.
So anyway, what was in this game?
Okay.
I take a guess.
Okay.
No.
I think I'm gonna pull. I'm pulling a Scott the Woz on this one. Just Dance 22, Cruiser. Give me the Scott the Woz line. You don't know the one?
There's many of them.
When he does the E3, oh, forget it. Yeah, Just Chance 2. It looks fine. Frozen Blast Fall. It looks fine. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That one looked pretty cool. I've heard... You've played it, didn't you, Kuma?
Kakarot? A little bit once.
Was it good?
I mean... playing so many of the other ones before going to 2D, like 2D fighting and everything like that, it was just like I felt backwards a bit. Like I still enjoyed it, but to me, I was just going, if I wanted to play like a game like this, I'll play Tekken or Street Fighter. Like the thing that I liked about playing some of the other old Game Ball games was that it's open, like you're in an open area to fight in.
Yeah, I like that feature in the game, like where it's like an open world and everything.
Yeah, I mean, not like it's just like.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, they started with that in the original games. It was like Tenkaichi where they finally got into the open world games. But yeah, open world Dragon Ball Z games are good, except for sagas. But basically, But yeah, you know, Kakarot, I think it's an open world sandbox, but I'm looking forward to it. The new Power Awakens set, September 24th. Mario Golf Super Rush. Cruiser, I wanted to talk to you about this game so much. Because it's Mario Golf, right? Except the thing is, they have a battle golf game, which is basically going to be the same as the Aqua Teen Hunger Force kind of game, where you have to fight things. But then again, that was also based on another game, Ninja Golf, but, you know. So that's going to happen, so I'm glad they're spicing that up.
Yes, Zombie Ninja Pro and...
Yep.
I wish they would fix that game, to be honest with you.
That's the best... That's the best way for Aqua Teen fans to say it. I wish they could fix that game.
Yeah, because I've played it. I've beaten it. It's bizarre. But my God, it nails the humor of Aqua Teens.
Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, there's gonna be a golf adventure mode. A golf adventure mode, ladies and gentlemen. I never thought I'd say those two words in the same sentence. Golf adventure.
Wow, they already had it. They had a tennis one.
Yep. DLC is ready to be is ready in there as well. And coming out June 25th. So it should be out this week. I'm kind of interested.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they shouldn't make any kind of like other Mario sports games. Like, the ones that make the most money are Smash, Party, Kart. Those are the ones that kind of make Mario the most. On all the other sports games, like those are fun to have, but not like to overall play any other time. Like, I know people who would like play them just like, okay, yeah, I played it. It's done.
Well, well, that's the thing. Like, the thing about that is like, when was the last Mario Golf game even released?
No, it wasn't a golf one. It was a tennis one they made.
Yeah, but I'm asking this one. The thing that's coming out is Mario Golf. When was the last Mario Golf game?
I do not remember that one a long time ago.
1999. It looks like.
Game.
Was it 1999? Hold on.
Wait, no.
Mario Tennis Smash Golf. Super Rush. That was in 2014. So they're basically spreading it, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I think the last one probably came out on the Wii.
A Wii game in 2014, dude. What do you think this is? Just Dance? This Ubisoft? No, it's Nintendo.
Yes, exactly.
It was a Switch game. Well, no, scratch that. It came out. No, but it came out in this. It came out in this. No, that's Super Rush. Never mind. Hold on. I'm not gonna go through it, but basically, yeah, it's coming out. So, what else is going on here? WarioWare.
Yeah, like I was saying, like I don't think there's a need to have other Mario sport games, honestly.
Yeah.
So I can see how it could basically just novelty.
Okay,
yeah, because they put some sports into the party as well too.
Yeah. All right, I'm kind of gonna like make us go through this game as fast as I can. WarioWare Get It Together. It's gonna be a 2-player op game. It's coming out September 10th. Pre-orders have started, and that is the most I've ever heard Wario talk in an entire anything Mario.
Yeah. Although I will say, at least Charles Martinet's performance was way better in there than it was for Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, it was. I'm a little bit mixed on it. We got Shin Mei Tensei 5. Pre-orders began for digital. June 21st physical orders start. All 4 Danganronpa games. I'm sorry, Danganronpa. Danganronpa, thank you. I always keep referring to it as Danganronpa for some reason. Thank you, Little Karibo. I appreciate that. All 4 games are coming there, as well as the S Ultimate Summer Camp board game mode. Fatal Frame, which is a game I really think you would like, Cruiser.
I saw the preview of it. It looks interesting.
I love how you say Cruiser now.
Wait, I thought, or I might be thinking Jablonski. You'd like it too. You're a horror game kind of fan, aren't you?
It's also a photography game.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. I like the idea of seeing spirits through cameras. The character was the character was actually a trophy in Smash. I'm sorry, an assist character in Super Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played only Fatal Frame, and that scared the shit out of me. Because like, okay, so basically in the game you have like the little camera. You could equip the camera to make like the spirit stop or something. And so I took a picture to make a spirit stop and get rid of it. And then I turned around, did it again, and then all of a sudden there's like multiple spirits, and it scared me and my cousins. Like, we were going, what the fuck?
Doesn't the game like change all the time when you play it, like something goes up?
Oh yeah, like there's like an intense meter or like a fear meter stuff.
Oh, so it basically does the Silent Hill thing where the game starts messing with your actions, right?
Yeah, like or like the ghosts start to like come to you even more. It's like it is a whole thing of like the game's premise is like it's always twins somehow. Like so, I'm looking forward to wondering what the story is going to be with this because in the second one, the way that they get into this world is they pass a statue into a city or into a village, and like everyone in that village does like some weird ritual that requires twins or something like that.
Yeah, the jump scares are incredible. Like the monsters, the ghosts look terrifying, man.
We do have to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm gonna save that till after we're done with this one here. So Doom Eternal, the Ancient Gods expansion coming out later that day. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, June 25th pre-orders are open. Strange Brigade came out later that day. Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope. We were going to talk about this one. It's basically the sequel to the first game. It was basically a strategic shooter.
Yeah. Like just playing XCOM and all that.
Yeah. Cruiser, you were kind of confused about it.
What was the game?
Rabbids.
The Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Like, what exactly is it? Like, what'd you do in the first game?
Just strategic shooting. Just place your character in certain spots, run to there, and you just shoot the rabbits about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you teamed up with them.
You did.
No, you did. There are some that you team up with that are kind of like helping you get rid of them for some reason. I never did it either.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It feels like there's so much content there. It just feels overbearing. Like I'll never get through all of this.
Not that much.
Yeah, I like the Mario Galaxy X story as well as that one emo rabbit thing. I don't know what that was. Anyway, they're rebooting Advance Wars 1 and 2. Both games are coming out. And lastly, the thing that we were all expecting to happen was the Zelda stuff. Now, so the 25th anniversary of Legend of Zelda is not the 25th, the 35th Legend of Zelda anniversary is here. Is it the 35th? The 35th? I can't really recall. Sorry, I lost my thing there. So we knew a lot of Zelda shit's gonna come out. The Age of Calamity game is getting their DLC. I'm gonna be posting the dates on here for those who have been playing the game. I played the original Hyrule Warriors, and I thought it was okay. I honestly I might pick this up. It depends on how I feel. I do like them playing as Princess Zelda on the motorcycle, which I think is pretty fucking awesome. Because that motorcycle is
something.
What?
Time that bitch something.
What are you talking about? Zelda does a lot, man. She kicks ass.
Yeah, Zelda does a lot. You're talking about Peach. Peach does.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, Cruiser?
Yeah, man, respect my princess, boy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, Peach, man, what the hell out of you?
We're just playing on you, Cruiser. But yeah, Princess Zelda does kick a lot of shit. Yeah, sorry for making you feel that way. Anyway, there's also the Skyward Sword game. The game that I only wish that...
I never played that one.
Me neither. From what I know about the infamous bad controls as well as the E3 presentation. I'm pretty sure they fixed the issue.
Well, it wasn't just the controls either. Like, it was just mostly just the overall gameplay. Like,
yeah.
Like, I know some people are looking at it as like, oh, this was like a start for Breath of the Wild. Like, you know, Link has a stamina bar, moving, jumping, and it's like, no, I don't think they're in play. They done a whole better too.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the stamina bar came from this game.
No,
one thing
again, I know that.
Hold on, Cruiser wants to talk. What's up?
The one thing I want from Breath of the Wild 2 is some assisted gag mode.
We don't.
As good as the first game was,
we haven't
it
gotten
drove
to...
me insane that I didn't know where I was supposed to
we
go.
We haven't gotten to that game yet, dude.
I thought we just on Breath of the Wild.
He was on Skyward.
Skyward Sword.
Leading that one, he was talking about the anniversary in Skyward.
He was when he said Breath of the Wild, he was referring to some of the stuff going into it. that was kind of carried into it.
Right, well, scrap that. Did you guys see the Game and Watch thing they're releasing Zelda?
Yeah, I was actually about to go on there. The Game and Watch that's has the original Zelda, Link's Adventure of Link, which still gives me PTSD nightmares to this day. I have played it. I have beaten it. I don't want to talk.
Can you save your game on it though?
Well, yeah, I'm game on it. The thing with me is with the thing. I have the Mario Game and Watch there on my shelf. I'm probably just gonna use it as a collector's item. So I do like the the game with where they put Link's head over Vermin, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And I like the idea of the clock on there being playable, having a playable game. I thought that was fun too. And the interactive timer, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna definitely pick that up when it comes out because I want to add. I hope they continue doing that with like other games because I want to have like my wall filled with them. But yes, let's talk about the game that basically is going to be Nintendo's E3 next year, and that's Breath of the Wild 2. Oh my god.
I just hope it has an assist guide mode.
Why? Or
Cruiser didn't like the whole aspect of the first game.
that was the whole point of it.
I get that, but at the same time, I got shit to do. Where am I supposed to go here to continue the game?
Anywhere.
No, not anywhere, because I can go to any place.
Yeah, anywhere.
That doesn't mean it's going to advance the story.
Advance the.
They literally tell you where to go.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
do.
Not like they're not pointing directly there. You got to go there on your own. Like
Yeah, I
you
did.
can place the marker there. You can place the marker on there to show you where it is. They're not doing it for you. It's literally the whole thing you have to do. There are characters that tell you where it is, but they're not going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll mark it on the map for you." No, you have to go and find it yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm enjoying every moment of this.
Then go back to playing the regular Zelda games. There you go.
Long as hell.
Not my fault. You're complaining about them not having assistance, and it's already as long as it is.
But one let me look it up.
My favorite character is Sheik.
For some reason, like Evan did not want me to look up where I was supposed to go.
Yeah,
When I bought the first game.
Why
Well,
the hell are you listening to them? Play your own damn game. Play it the way you want. What the hell?
Take Evan's word for it. Now I know I shouldn't.
okay, so I do.
Just play the game you want to play. Who
Guys.
else is holding your hand? Or
Guys.
who's holding the controller for you?
Guys, can we just talk about the next game and what we saw?
What do you have to say for yourself, Evan?
What?
What do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say that I like what they got going on with the trailer. Basically, it opens up with Link falling from the sky into this floating kingdom. Like when I saw the first trailer a couple years ago, I honestly thought that they were going to call it Breath of the World. Like considering how big the map was, like going back to what Cruiser said when he played the first game, there was one specific thing I wanted to see his reaction to, and it didn't disappoint. And that's when you're leaving the cave and he sees how huge Hyrule is, because it shows. And my thought is like, how the fuck can they make it bigger? Are they gonna make like Link explore the goddamn planet? But no, we're going to the skies. I wouldn't be surprised if they threw us into the seas or something like that. But
I mean, it would open up to bring in like all the old characters as well,
but
or like other games.
the new abilities you got here, I like the enemy base camp on top of the giant rock dudes. I forgot what they're called. But the thing that got my attention was Link's arm. Did you?
Oh yeah, the freaking rocks.
Link has like Iron Man has an Iron Man arm.
Like that's really busy. Like I feel like that's gonna be a thing you can do. Like that's gonna be an upgrade. It's like, oh yeah, go to this temple, and it's like, oh yeah, you suddenly have a laser.
He can control time now. He can turn into water. It's cool.
It made him the Avatar. He has the Avatar.
That's what I like about
All I use is the arrow tattoo.
That's what I like about the Breath of the Wild games. The powers the magic spells you get with basically help you like have fun in that world. That's what I liked about it. But my guess is that based on what I'm seeing here is they're
Is that if you cooked your own food and it was a concoction of just randomness, the photo would be blurred once it was done cooking.
if it was bad and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. I know that's a clever joke.
Yeah,
And still get health.
and you can still eat it, and it give you health. Which that's what I like about it. It's like that's what I like about the game. It's like you cooked it, you eat it. But yeah, I like the game here. One of the things that I'm looking forward to is just being able to explore this universe. But based on what I'm looking at here, I'm not going to say this is probably what they did. They probably changed it. Is they reused the map and just expanded on it. Just like what... It just looks incredible. The fact that also Ganondorf is coming back, which I think is awesome. Because, you know, he hasn't been in the games for a while. Not since Twilight Princess?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Considering they beat Ganon last time, Ganondorf coming, just who knows what's going to come from that.
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
It'd be kind of funny that if they brought back that naggy little elf thing.
Navi? Or no wait, then no wait, not no, Navi wasn't the nagging one. That was frickin' Tattle. She was the naggy one. Yes, there is. Tattle's
and
the
Navi. Navi was.
Navi.
Navi was also the annoying one too.
No, she wasn't. Yeah, but she wasn't like naggy. Naggy Tattle was the annoying one from Majora's Mask. Navi was a friend. She was there to help you. She was nice.
Still annoying.
Now, honestly, I didn't really find her that annoying. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
The only thing that was annoying about Navi was just once in a while a little thing would come up and you just hear her say, "Hey," like every like. How long was it?
That's the thing.
It only happened like
It
it only happened like every 15 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah,
did it? Not every 15 minutes. Every single time you found an interactionable thing or something that Navi wanted you to look at because you walked like 3 feet in front of it.
I don't remember her saying to look at it.
Yeah, she would. She would be like, "Hey, look," or "Hey, listen."
Hey, I know
Those
some.
are like the things that.
Yeah, I was, but here's the counter argument: is she as annoying as Fee?
No.
That's what I thought.
No.
No, you said no. You gave me a no. That's your answer there.
No, because I forgot who you just said. I was not listening to Fee or Phi, whatever the fuck people call her.
Often said to be the worst.
Phi, and I find.
So yeah, since we're getting close to the end, I thought it was a good E3 this year. I'm looking forward to seeing next year with more on Breath of the Wild 2. Cruiser wanted to talk about Scott Cawthon.
Yeah, for what happened with him. I think it was pretty shitty that a lot of people went after the guy, regardless if you liked his stance or not. Not the point. You do not harass someone like that. Now, as far as him stepping away from Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know if he was necessarily pressured into doing it or if he just felt like he was done. Either way, I don't know what else to do with the game. I think they pretty much have taken as far as they could, unless they want to reboot it.
I hope they don't.
I wouldn't see the point in rebooting it because of how much they've already made, like of how many they've already made, and people are just gonna be like, "Oh, it's not as best as this," and it's like, well, then just go play that damn game. Why'd you buy the freaking reboot?
Yeah. So it's sad, but I don't know what else they could possibly do with it. So
I mean, there's really nothing to do. There was like already a whole set for them. Like they already have like several books made of it. There was a talk in a movie that I now don't know if it's fully gonna go with. So yeah, I mean, I feel like they could make a show. That's about it. Like even if a movie isn't gonna be a thing for them, I could see like a little series go out. But other than that, I don't see anything going with this.
yeah, and there was another game that I may do off limited run. I'm not sure, and it's the limited collector's edition of Zombies Ate My Neighbors with the sequel Ghoul Patrol. This thing is pretty big. It actually has a usable red squirt gun like from the game. Posters, trading cards, recreation of the boxes. All that's interesting, but the one thing that it has money is the soundtrack. That game had a killer soundtrack, but I'm not sure if I want to drop $100 on it. The whole collector's edition thing, because while Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a fun game, it's basically a rental. You play it for a few days, you get bored, then you're done. And I'm not sure it's worth dropping that kind of money.
Oh my god. I'm looking at the covers for all these Five Nights at Freddy's books, and they don't even look recognizable anymore. Like, I'm looking at this one for Five Nights at Freddy's the Gumdrop Angel, and this looks like something out of Goosebumps. God, remember when Five Nights at Freddy's was cool and then the kids came by and fucking ruined it? That's what I thought. Oh my god.
I thought Scott was just getting to supply and demand.
Yeah, considering the history about there, how he kind of like made crummy games and then just got one that was recognizable. I always used to joke. I was telling Higgins one time, like, I like to think that Scott Cawthon was the guy who made Crisis City, and then when he saw Catacrys and friggin' who's that guy who does the food reviews? Friggin' that one guy on forget it. He basically saw Catacrys and this other guy review it, and then he's like, no, I can make a better game, and then he made that. I like to think that. Yeah, don't look.
Was it Brutal Moose?
Yeah, it was Brutal Moose. Him and Catacrys doing Crisis City.
I hate his videos now.
Yeah. Anyway,
Brutal Moose, like, he just... I hate all the obnoxious over editing. I hate how he drags it out. I get the point, dude.
Some of the stuff is huge. I'm not a big fan, but I like his. But I will give him this. He's the only reviewer I know that actually goes to fucking fucking arcades and reviews games that you never thought you could review, like Claw Machines or something like that. Like,
I got no problem with that. It's when he does the food reviews and use that obnoxious editing.
I don't like food reviews, but the editing.
Well, anyway,
it complicates things, but whatever you want to do. So, yeah.
Final 3.
Is there even a point? You want to do one or just end it here?
Well, let me. I'll say this. Number 1, I did appear on that podcast. I was pretty giddy on it because I got to, I was being interviewed about my time with Roadrunner Records. That brought back a lot of fun memories. 2, Evan has all the materials for the next Folk Rock.
Sort of.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking forward. What's that, Evan?
Yeah, never mind. I do. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I will be doing a crossover with Bright. Looking forward to that one. And it seems like that secret project that was back on is now up in the air again. Only time will tell what will happen. That's all I got.
Cruiser, I apologize if this is humiliating or anything like that, but I'm playing Breath of the Wild right now, and there actually is a way you can mark off stuff on the map of where you're supposed to go.
I said that.
If you go to the adventures log
Yeah,
and choose if you go to the adventures log and choose the task and hit A button, it'll make a marker on your map that tells you where to go.
I'm old. I have an excuse.
You're the best. You're the best. I'm queuing to the ending screen.
We've had lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fun, but now the time has come to go. If this Silcon was found dead in his bed tomorrow, I'd be in heaven still doing this show. See you some other time. Ugh.